Hey everyone, I'm back again with the little book, meaning the little book of big knowledge for new or young TV reporters. I'm glad that you're with me today. So today I want to share a concept with you called Say Something, Show Something. Say something, show something. And the idea is that when you're out doing your packages or when you're doing your live reports, when you're doing your live shots, that if you're going to talk about something, make sure you show that something to your viewer, okay? And this will involve movement. This involves you moving around. This involves you pointing to objects in the back. What do I have in the background here? I have my handy clock, okay? But I'm not just telling you about my clock. I'm not just telling you about my clock. I'm showing you my clock, okay? There it is, all right? That's what is going to hold a viewer. That's what's going to make a viewer feel more involved. Say something, show something. Very important concept. So here's what I did. In a minute, we're going to talk about these hurricanes, but we had Hurricane Helene pass near my area. I'm in coastal Georgia. Helene passed near my area not very long ago. And what it did is it caused people to go out and buy lots of supplies. You know, the things that people always go and rush and stock up on. So what I did is I put together like a little micro package to demonstrate, say something, show something to you. I hope this will be helpful. Let's have a quick look at that, what I did this afternoon. Check it out. With Hurricane Helene only having passed days ago, and with another major hurricane brewing in the Gulf, I was curious how my local Walmart was doing with certain products. So I decided to drive out there and find out for myself. Two key staples, paper products and water, they are still pretty low on. Very few toilet paper rolls could be found. Guys, they were really low on toilet tissue and other paper products. I had to keep my voice down a little bit, but I did want to show you what they had. You can see that they've got some paper towels and a little bit of toilet tissue as you look back here. You can see, but a lot of this is still empty. A lot of this still hasn't been restocked. And if you look just beyond here, you can still see that it's still pretty empty, so not fully back up to stock yet. If you look back here, you can see that they don't have as much water as they normally do. They've got a little bit back now, but you can still see those empty shelves there. So they're not nearly back up to where they usually are with how much water they have. They're not nearly back up with the paper towels and with the paper products. So things are not quite back to normal, and it's probably going to be a while before they do, especially with another storm coming. All right, once again, what I tried to do in that piece, and it's not a great piece, but what I tried to do was if I mentioned something to you, also show you that thing, right? Now, I wasn't in a situation where I could pick things up and handle them and really get deeply involved because I didn't ask permission to shoot. But I did make sure to show the viewer the thing I was talking about. And that's what you want to get in the habit of doing with every piece that you do, okay? So if you're talking about something that is not just text on paper, make sure that you have an example of that object or that thing or that that subject, so that you can say that thing and show that thing to your viewer. That's going to improve all of the packages that you do. It'll give you a good reason to do your stand-up, and it'll make you great at live reporting. The live reporting with regard to these storms. Right now, as I make this video for you, Hurricane Milton is in the Gulf, and it's heading straight for Florida. Our best wishes, thoughts, and prayers for folk who are trying to get out of Florida, okay? We know that that's going to be a rough time for them. However, we know we're going to have storms like this. When events like this happen, and if you're one of those reporters that has to cover these events or cover the aftermath of these events, that say something, show something concept is going to be very, very important for you. And a reminder to you as well, if you go out and do a live shot, a storm live shot or storm damage live shot, make sure that when you're talking about something with regard to that damage or that aftermath, make sure you also show your viewer that as well. That means that you, reporter, and your photog should be constantly moving, okay? Constantly picking up items, explaining to viewers what they are, why they're important, why and how they were affected. Means you should be walking over to people, doing impromptu live interviews. There should be lots of movement, lots of visual interest. It's going to make you a much better reporter, and it'll make your stories much more interesting to your viewers. And of course, that's what we TV reporters want. I hope that this presentation was helpful to you. I'll remind you, please put a like in the and smash the like button for me. Okay, smash the like button for me and leave me a comment, whether you like this presentation or you thought it could have been better, or if you have something you want me to address or you want me to talk about, I will be happy to get at it for you in an upcoming video, okay? All right, just let me know. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation and I hope it was helpful. I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. And until we meet again, make sure that you hone and polish your craft, practice good journalism, and go out and make some good news. See you next time.